Ever since I was young, I've been a very shy kid. I would try to protect myself from embarrassment at all costs, and oftentimes that meant not raising my hand, not participating in certain activities, and definitely not dancing or singing. You see, as a half Filipino, you'd think that singing and dancing are just in my blood, but unfortunately, I don't think I acquired those gifts at birth. Although I will say I was a pretty decent point guard back in the day, believe it or not. Now, fast forward to adulthood, I no longer want to shy away from the things that scare me, and I don't want to be the person that's awkwardly shuffling their feet at the function anymore. So when my friends gave me 15 dares to complete before my next birthday, I knew this was the push I needed. So yeah, I have to perform at a dance recital with a live audience, but I'm not good at dancing. Hello. My name is Mylene. If you are new here, I am a content creator based in Toronto. So I kind of explained this in episode 1 of the Dare series, but just as a quick recap, last September, I asked my friends to give me dares to complete before my birthday later this year. And for this first dare, I wanted to complete the dance recital dare. So I just started to learn how to dance earlier last year, and many of my friends knew that. So to push me even further, one of the dares was to perform at a dance recital. Now, as I said earlier, I am not a dancer. When it comes to the arts, you can pass me a pencil, clay, paints, and something decent will come out of it. But throw me in a room with music and I freeze. Yeah, this is pretty awkward. So this is the tea I'm making today. It's this oolong tea that I got from my dad because he's always loved oolong, so let's see if it's any good. Now, technically, if you ask my mom, I have danced before, but that was a few ballet classes when I was like 5, so I don't really think any of that actually translated over. Instead of moving my body through dance, I chose the path of sports. So basketball, track, tennis, all of these things just felt more natural to me. Or I guess if I'm being honest, less embarrassing. Okay, the tea is still very hot, but it's pretty good. Also, I can't help but laugh at how you can see my family's bag of bags in the back there, which I feel like is like every immigrant family's, I don't know, staple in the household. Alright, I think I've withheld from showing you guys the actual footage for this dare for long enough, so here it is. Hello, it is currently November 11th, and today is the first day of my progressive dance program. It's with Run the Flex. It's 6 weeks long, and every single week I think we build on a different like a choreo, and it all accumulates into a performance at the end. So it'll be my first time performing. I'm also kind of nervous because it is literally beginner intermediate, and I am very beginner. Like, I just started dance in June. So I'm kind of scared I won't be able to keep up, but literally all the confirmation is booked here. So hopefully it goes well. We will see how week 1 goes. As I headed to the studio for the first class, I was very nervous. But honestly, Petra was such an amazing instructor, and everyone was so friendly and warm. In week 1, we just brushed up on some basics to gauge where everyone was at skill-wise. Alright, it is the week of November 18th. I have my second dance class of the 6-week progressive program that leads to the recital. Okay, honestly, after the first week, I felt pretty good. The class size is small. It's all women, which is really nice. The instructor is the same one that I had earlier this year in a different dance program. Overall, the vibe is chill. I think I was like really anxious and worried that I was gonna be the least experienced, and I am the least experienced in the class, but the vibe still feels really welcoming and chill. So very excited for this week. Kind of nervous because I think this week we're actually learning the choreo, or starting to learn the choreo for the actual dance performance. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, week 2 we learned the first half of the choreo, and overall the moves were pretty simple, but there were some parts that I did struggle with. Okay, I just finished the dance class and I was saying how I think I was getting very frustrated because there was one part that was like very footwork heavy and I couldn't get the moves and I couldn't get the timing, but it looked like everyone else got it. But then I was also like a little bit shy to ask questions. So then I felt really frustrated because I was like, this is like literally not benefiting anybody right now. But then later, I kind of got it eventually. In week 3, we learned the rest of the choreo, and this is when I learned that we each have a very small freestyle in the dance. Granted, it was only about 8 counts or so, but still. At this point, we were given all the moves, and all we had to do was feel the music and internalize the moves. Looking back at this, I'm like, why do I look like the Grinch here? Like, why am I doing the Grinch walk? But anyways, at this point in time, there were only 3 weeks left in the program. But before diving into that, I wanted to reflect a little on why this dare really challenged me the way that it did. So why is it that picking sports feels less embarrassing than dancing? Before making this video, I never really thought about why this might be the case before, but I became curious as I was piecing this dare together. The first thought I had was that with sports, you have a clear path of learning and clearer instructions. It doesn't necessarily mean it's easier, but I feel like it's a bit simpler to gauge skill level. Dance, on the other hand, is not just a sport, but also an art form. And with any type of art comes self-expression. To express yourself through dance is vulnerable because what is good versus bad dancing is subject to a layer of personal opinion. So your music taste, the genre of dance, etc., etc. When I did some further investigation, I also realized that with sports, there's usually other things that distract from you, the athlete yourself. Whether it be a ball or a racket, the score, a goal, there's usually something outside of yourself to focus on and measure progress against. However, with dance, it's pure self-expression, so you can't really hide behind anything. In fact, it's very obvious when you can tell someone genuinely likes and feels the music they're dancing to or not. As I progressed through the 6 weeks, I started to feel more and more comfortable and less embarrassed. After all, this dance was going to be done in front of a live audience. Alright, so heading into week 4 of the program, I did a lot of practicing at home. I remember I was really ruminating over the freestyle because that was the first time I ever had to choreograph something. Granted, again, it was only like 8 counts, but still. The footage that you are about to see is honestly a very hard watch for me, but this is footage of me trying to figure out my freestyle segment. Okay, just because I'm poor, they're always calling me a faker. That's the first 4 counts. So at this point, I need to like walk up into the dance somehow. So let's see. Just because I'm poor. What was the line again? Just because I'm poor, they're always calling me a faker. Just because I'm poor. Wait. Just because I'm poor, always calling me a faker. Faker? Is that lame? Calling me a faker? Faker? I don't like that. Faker? Prep? I don't know. Do we want to do prep? Faker? Ooh, I don't like that. Faker? Just because I'm poor, they're always calling me a faker. You know, maybe this doesn't look too bad to you, but for me, it's very awkward. Anyways, in week 4, we started to learn formations, and this really brought out the performance aspect since now we were learning how to dance as a group.
5, 6, 7, 8. We're going. All I want for Christmas is to go front T. On your right. We're going right. Left. Walking back. We're going children sing. That's already. Crunch on your right. We're going crunch up.
So every single dance class I've been taking, I think it definitely challenges me and humbles me, reminding me that I still have a long way to go when it comes to dancing. I definitely see myself getting more comfortable with certain moves and picking up choreo, but I think with each class, there's always something that makes me feel like I'm a little behind everyone else. Whether it's picking up the moves as quickly as some of the other people in the class, or remembering the sequence of, you know, you start with your left foot instead of your right foot. All these little things kind of add up, and I find myself being a little frustrated in the class, but then I always leave feeling good because I know that I challenged myself in some way. I am currently running late to dance. I am packing all of my stuff. Anyways, it's like -10 out. I have not been out of the house in like over 24 hours, so this is gonna be interesting. But I am excited to go to dance. So this is gonna be the first day, or like the first week of showing my freestyle. So let's see how that goes. Okay, I just got home from dance, and the goal now is to try and literally lock in and just practice the dance many times at home. Today we talked about performance faces, so like literally how your face looks when you perform. I have no clue what my face looks like when I perform yet, so we shall test that out and figure that out, because I don't know, I feel like it's not giving right now. Alright friends, it is literally the day of the recital. I'm a little stressed, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like people are probably not thinking twice about it, but I, on the other hand, am a little stressed because a good handful of my friends will be going. Most of the other people in the program said that they did not invite anyone, so I'm scared that my friends are going to be, making me a little nervous, and then, I don't know.
Okay, how you feeling?
Tired, I'm scared. I feel like I'm getting sick. I think I'm just actually nervous and I'm not actually sick.
Possibly.
Should I do a dry run of the dance, like a mark of it?
Okay, we are running out of time very quickly.
Anyways, time to get changed. I feel like I ate too much poke. Because after that like very quick run of trying it, I feel like my stomach hurts.
Yo, buddy's so awkward on camera.
Yeah, very awkward
I'm
on
joking, I'm
camera.
joking.
them all I want for Christmas is 2 gold front teeth and 10-carat diamonds on a fat gold wreath that I can wear around my neck. Get money and respect. Tell Santa Claus to bring a $10 million check so I can spread a little cheer. Fly a couple lives, eat a little chicken, drink a couple beers, kick back and just chill like a player would do. Remix all the Christmas carols, then I'll play them for you. Luda, turn it up until I wake up all the neighbors. They say that I'm a nuisance, but I say they all some haters. Just because I'm poor, they always calling me a faker. And cause my Christmas tree's decorated in toilet paper. But little do they know, they about to see a show. Cause when they come up out the house, I'm gonna blast them with some snow. Frosty's never seen nothing quite like this, and St. Nick's never seen nothing quite like Chris. So Fred Claus. Fred Claus.
So that's officially the first day of the series completed. Although I was nervous and felt a bit of imposter syndrome at times, I'm so glad to have concluded 2025 with that recital. I had been wanting to learn dance for years, but only really mustered up the courage to last year. So to go from never taking a hip-hop class to performing at my first dance recital, I couldn't be more grateful and excited to continue my dance journey. Also, shout out to Cheyenne for giving me this dare and for taking my first ever dance class with me last June. Kind of feels like a bit of a full circle moment. So with this dare complete, there are 14 more to go. So I'll see you soon. As always, thanks for being here.